Jesus, warm in here, I'm sweating like fucking JD Vans in a home store and more. Jesus Christ. For anyone that doesn't know, there's Americans in here, aren't there? It's a couple of Americans, so just for the rest of the audience, don't let me call them, they will retaliate. But JD Vans is Donald Trump's vice president nominee, and a rumour went around that he, I won't put it lightly, he fucked at a sofa, fucked a couch. Now, the thing about rumours is, I love them unless they're about me, so this one's fantastic. But I have an inside scoop. Not only do I know he fucked a couch, but he is picky. He won't have sex with futons because he doesn't like to pull out. I can only imagine after Donald got shot, they're all sitting in this kind of emergency meeting and there's a guy there going, hey guys, listen, Donald's been shot, but it's okay, it only clipped his ear, there's no need to panic, but the public is going to be nervous and we do need to cushion the blow. And JD appears out of nowhere. Is there a cushion to blow? The Olympics is going on here, that was saying earlier. Your man Whiffen won a gold medal and a bronze. That's fantastic. It's really good. I've never been dedicated to anything like that as long as I've been alive. All the years it takes to get that good at swimming, I've spent those years just kind of doing coke, I guess. Which, in a way, I suppose is Whiffen in itself. So we have something in common, I guess. I basically want to go medal in the cokehead. Anyway. But yeah, I've been having a problem with a roommate the last while. It's been a bit, it's been a bit of an issue. I love the guy, I've been living with him for years, but he's just got a bit untidy lately. I wake up in the morning, I go to the bathroom, he's got mustache clippings and dried up toothpaste in the bathroom. I won't even stay the rest, you're a nice group. I go downstairs and on the counter there's tea and coffee stains. I'm like, fucking both this morning, Eddie, really? I go to work and I work with kids. I teach acting and speech and drama, so I'm not a real teacher. It's fun. I come home, I'm pretty tired at the end of the day. And he's always sitting there watching Ancient Aliens, every fucking time with Ancient Aliens. And I walk in and I'm like, alright Eddie. Alright. What are you watching? Ancient Aliens. Again, yeah. You must like that show. It's fucking stupid. I don't know what kind of idiots watch this. So I had enough of him at this stage. I was like, Ed, look, I love you. You're great. We all love you in this house, but you haven't been pulling your weight lately, And you can't be knocking around acting like you own the place. To which he replied, I'm your dad and I do own the place. Checkmate, Eddie, you just keep shitting with the door open, I suppose. But like I said, I teach acting, speech and drama. I'm going back kind of part-time with that stuff now, and it's fun, but kids are weird. And like I teach fucking acting kids, that's where the real freaks are. But at one stage, they kill me there. Slugs crawl through grass, watching all the beetles as they scratch. And I'm there trying to make a living, so they finish at home and I go, nice, how about you say slugs? Slugs crawl through, what the fuck am I doing? And this kid will just walk up behind me, let's call her Susan, GDPR, let's call her Susan. Susan just comes up like, oh, by the way, for some reason, all the kids I teach have scoliosis whenever I do this, every one of them is just this little goblin. But this little tooth goblin comes up behind me, and I'm like, oh, what have you got there? And yeah, it's just fucking teeth. Every time with kids, it's just teeth. And it's like an unusual amount of teeth. I mean, in fairness, I feel like no amount of teeth is the normal amount of teeth to have in your hand at any given time. But it could be like 2 or 3 teeth. I'm like, oh, what are you going to do with the teeth, Susan? Hey, Susan, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with the teeth, Susan? Susan, I have a class to teach. Okay, I've got a tissue here. How about you put the teeth in the tissue, wrap them up, put them in your pocket, and the fucking tooth fairy can deal with it when you get home, okay? And she just fucks off. Just back to a seat with a handful of teeth. But I've got a job to do, Slugs crawl through grass, and all of a sudden I hear this. Ew! I turn around and there's Susan chasing like 3 of my students going, tooth maraca, tooth maraca, tooth maraca. Your life is going well when a big part of your job is going, hey, Susan, enough with the teeth. But for a while I worked in a HSE office. For the Americans, it's a health service. It's not even a joke, it's just genuinely to help. But the thing about adults is adults are all so weird. But if you don't train it out of them, they just become your boss. And there was this lady I worked with, we'll call her fucking Susan, I guess. Susan was lovely. And I worked at the front desk during COVID-19, which, you know, we worked in the websites, we worked in the media, the press releases and all that stuff, but I get a phone call, you know, good morning, HSE Communications, Dan speaking.
Hello.
Hi, how can I help you?
Is there an appointment for the dentist there, yeah?
No, actually we don't deal in that. We just run the website. There hasn't been a dentist here in years.
I've been looking for an appointment. I'll fucking dentist you now, yeah? I wanted a...
Now, Susan used to leave 3 smiley faces at the end of her emails. That was all that got me through the day in this job. One day I was really busy and I used to try to help her with work. I was too busy, I couldn't. And I was like, sorry Susan, I can't help you. And she said, that's okay. Kind regards, Susan. 2 smiley faces. Yeah. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I must be crazy. No, I'm not. I'm 3 smiley faces, 3 smiley faces, 3. I didn't help her. 2 smiley faces. What the fuck, Susan? What is going on here? A couple of months went by with 2 smiley faces. And one day I helped her with a job. And I come down the stairs, and by the time I reached my desk again, there's an email. Hi Dan, thanks for the help. Kind regards, Susan. Yeah, 3 smiley faces. My heart sinks. I realise I've been emotionally manipulated with smiley faces. I'm like, I can't believe she'd do this. But the real thing that hurt was it worked. I'm sitting at my desk going, fucking yes! Back in the 3 smiley club. That's why they call me the 3 smiley kid. Yeah. Pavlov's dickhead, apparently. Yeah. Well, that's my time anyway, guys. Thank you very much.